Welcome to another edition of In the Weeds with Ikard and Lehman, presented by Riverwind Casino. Riverwind is Oklahoma City's premier casino experience, and there are so many reasons why Riverwind is consistently voted OKC's number one casino, but it all starts with their amazing variety of gaming thrills and excitement. Riverwind's beautiful award-winning environment plays host to more than 2,800 of the latest electronic games with a huge selection of table games, including blackjack match roulette, and Teddy's favorite, craps. No matter what your game, Riverwind has it in spades and hearts. And to learn more about their gaming promotions and entertainment options, all you got to do is visit riverwind.com. Riverwind Casino, always a good time. So, Ted, I was thinking, what can we do on In the Weeds? OU's not playing a game, but we are playing Alabama, and they just played a game. And all OU fans are still a little worried about the offense and the lack of efficiency. And we just watched Georgia do some good things against Alabama's defense. So here we are. Let's take a look at what OU can take from Georgia's offensive performance against Alabama in the SEC championship game. How about that? Do you think people will like this?
I love it. Let's do it. Let's start digging into this thing.
Yeah, let's start digging in a little bit. Now, I would say the first three plays that we're going to look at have a theme. And the theme is attack the perimeter of Alabama's defense. Make them come up on the outside at corner and safety and make plays. So when you look at this first play from Georgia, this is something we've seen from OU quite a bit. They are going to have the speed sweep action, right? You've got Dillon Bell. He's coming on the speed sweep. Cash Jones, he's the lead blocking here. Then the other read option, they're going to read this backer right here. They are running GY counter as the read run option. So you're either handing the sweep if you like the way that it looks, or you're running the QB GY counter with Gunner Stockton. And we see OU run this in a variety of ways with John Mateer. But what I like here is, man, the timing is perfect. And look at how Dillon Bell just hits it with speed, Ted.
Yeah.
That's been something that's been a bit of an issue with the Sooners on these types of plays is the mesh point hasn't looked super clean. The timing's looked a little clunky, whether that's the sweep action matching up with the pullers or the rate at which Mateer's making the decision to hand it or keep it. It's just looked a little off consistently. This is what it looks like when it's clean, man. And this is, I think this is a great way to attack Alabama's defense, is to get out on the perimeter with these speed sweeps, these types of wide actions. And this, I mean, this is dang near their biggest run of the game. So I like this a lot, Ted.
I love it. You know, you've got the counter action coming, so the defensive line has to squeeze and hammer it. And Bray Hubbard he's the flat player, so he's got to come edge everything. Gabe, I wouldn't mind if you add a crack. I mean, he's sitting right there in the box. You know he's the support player. You come and crack right there just to add another level into it. If you want, like if you know you're going to hand the speed sweep to a certain look or whatever, and you want to get an extra body on him to muddy that up some, I wouldn't mind that at all. But that's a really good looking play. I like it all attacking that one side into the boundary.
Yeah. And you see where Stockton's eyes are, right? He knows he's got the running back accounting for this guy. So if this guy is flying to the speed sweep action, my guess is he's going to pull it and run the GY QB counter. But this is, I think this is a great example of when the timing's right for these read run actions where you have the wide element and then you've got that gap scheme QB run element as the other option. If you've got the timing down, if it's all synced up, Ted, the way that it's supposed to be, then it can be a really effective concept against this Alabama defense.
Yeah, I like it. And you see, the defensive line's trying to get that fold in there to help get an extra body with the with the puller coming across. There's just a bunch of different areas that you can attack. I like it a lot.
Also, I like London Humphreys on the outside. I mean, that's a good wide receiver blocking on Damani
Yep.
Jackson right there, man. I mean, that's what it looks like. And you're up on the Saab. Nice hit. But I mean, that is a 12-yard, just simple speed sweep read concept on 1st and 10.
Not a position you want to be in as a defender.
Oh, man. Impressive flexibility, though, right?
Yeah.
But when you dive into the tape of this game, it's not like Georgia just dominated Alabama at the point of attack.
Yeah.
They were very intelligent offensively. Like their longest play of the game was 19 yards. It's not like they ripped off big explosive chunk plays. They kind of just called an intelligent, conservative game and executed it well.
And won with defense and special teams.
That sound familiar?
I like that formula.
I do like that formula. So the theme continues. Attack the perimeter of this Alabama defense. And you'll see Georgia is a very heavy tight end team. They had a lot of 12 personnel in this game. They had some snaps of 13 personnel as well. They even ran 23 around the goal line, Ted. We're not going to get a ton of this from the Sooners, but the theme remains the same. Attack them on the perimeter. Attack them on the edges of their defense. And this is Dillon Bell coming in motion again. Nothing overly complicated. You're getting to a 2-by-2 formation with the tight end pair into the boundary, and they're just running split zone RPO right here. You'll see it. He's going in motion, ball snap. We're running split zone up front. You see the tight end coming back on the split action. Gunner Stockton can count to 8, though, Ted. We've got 7 blockers. We've got 8 people for the Crimson Tide in the box. And he's like, you know what? That means they have one more than us. All I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the quick screen outside to Dillon Bell and see if my guy can go make a play. Good blocking from Humphreys again at the wide receiver position.
Yep.
And this is 1st and 10. What, 8.5? 9, almost 9?
Yeah, and we remember this guy, that number one, not a lover of the physicality out on the perimeter tackling.
Now, to his credit, he knocks the stiff arm down, makes a decent open field tackle. But and we'll see what their health at corner looks like next Friday night. But this is very simple. They've got 8 in the box. We've only got 7 blockers. We've got a good matchup on the outside. You throw the quick, and you get almost 9 yards on first down. And once again, the theme's the same. Attack them on the perimeter
all day long. And at some point, they have to, if you continue to do this all game, well, what do they have to do? They got to help. They got to roll this corner up, play a safety over the top of him to give some help on the bubble, and now you're light in the box, and you hand it.
Exactly. And this guy right here, 8, he's kind of like a Sam Backer type, play on the edge hybrid guy for them. I got a feeling there's going to be a conversation about him getting blocked by a wide receiver like this in the meeting room.
I agree. And if you go back to the beginning, guys that aren't as comfortable outside, just kind of watch the hesitation. He freezes, looks inside. That's all it takes. And then you've got a guy into your body and you're cut off and blocked.
Also, Humphreys is a heck of a blocking wide receiver for Georgia. He does a really nice job. But you see, this is super simple. Attack him on the perimeter. It's 1st and 10. You got 8.5, 9 on first down. I mean, that's awesome. That's what you're looking for. And it's nothing It's nothing complicated. It's not like you're significantly out scheming them. It's just simple. Hey, well, they kind of have the numbers advantage here in the box. Let's throw it to our athletes in space and make them tackle on the perimeter. I, it's simple, man. Now, this is another one. Attack them on the perimeter. And it's interesting because Georgia's running duo on this play. Now, they've got a little like duo wrap action, which is actually really interesting to watch. But Georgia did not have a ton of success running in between the tackles against Bama in the game. Where they found success mostly was attacking the edges of the defense. And you see this one, it's a great look at it. Got the motion coming across, forcing them to adjust. And this is just duo. And for those of you that don't know what duo is, it is just a gap scheme run with no pullers. So you've got this thick double team here. This guy's on an island. You're getting this double team here up to this backer. I think they're doing this tight end comes and gets in the mix as well. They're all working to whatever shows up. And then they've got London Humphreys coming around and blocking the edge. So it is, or actually, I think I messed it up. I think he's here. He's coming around and blocking whatever comes off the edge, whatever shows up. So it's an interesting backfield action, but this play is actually designed, in my opinion, to hit out wide. And you'll see what Frazier, the back for Georgia, does here. It's had some interesting action in the backfield. Oh, I'm turning my shoulders, and then I'm kind of coming back and attacking that crease on the outside.
This is a great play. If you want to go back and watch Adrian Peterson whenever he first got into the league, this is exactly what the Minnesota Vikings did. We called it hand back, and a lot of times it's, with the player over here cracking support, and you got Adrian Peterson in the corner one-on-one. Good matchup. And this is it's the same backfield action, and he's got that lead blocker out front. Nice design.
And it's Humphreys on to Monty Jackson. And then this is a classic case of it's different on the field than it is watching it from the sky cam angle. Like when you watch from here, you're like, what is Saab doing? What is this guy doing at the safety spot? Why is he not coming to play ball? And you just forget that he's got all of this trash of gigantic humans in front of him, and he can't see anything.
It's the backfield action that probably gets him, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty unique. You don't see it very often.
He sees his shoulders turn, and then that big double team in front of him, he doesn't see where the play ends up. Like on the snap, he's turning. It looks like with those shoulders, it looks like outside zone. So he scoots in and then doesn't see the counter action coming back.
Yeah, this is duo, and let me know if you disagree. It's designed to hit out on the perimeter. It's designed to attack the edge.
No doubt.
They're getting Damani Jackson's got to come up and hammer that and squeeze that hole. That hole's not squeezed enough. Got a good alley. Everyone else on Bama's defense is kind of lost in the wash there with the duo double teams in the core, and touchdown Dogs.
Great blocking at receiver.
Yeah. I mean, and that could be the difference in this game. It was a huge advantage. It was a huge reason that Georgia had the success that they did attacking the perimeter of Bama's defense. Their wide receivers absolutely got after Bama's DBs. And that's how you play wide receiver with physicality. Touchdown. Dropped in the knees. Thank the Lord. Nice job, Frazier. When he is right, man, that dude is whew. But so the theme of the first three, simple, right? Attack the edges, attack the perimeter of Alabama's defense, make these defensive backs get off blocks and tackle in space. Let's take a look at a couple of passing plays that Georgia had success with that I think the Sooners can learn some things from. But first,
steaks are back. Didi Ranch's luxury steak cuts are restocked and ready to ship straight to your door. From mouth-watering ribeyes to silky smooth fillets, this is the best beef Oklahoma has to offer. And here's the kicker. They're now shipping next day air for free when you use code Sooner at checkout. That's right. Next day air like Amazon Prime, but for steak. Dieter Ranch delivers taste and tradition the luxurious way. Order today at DieterRanch.com and get your steaks just in time for the holidays.
Getting thirsty breaking down this film? Are you tired of boring water? Are your electrolyte packets too salty or full of sugar? We've all been there. That's why we'd like to introduce y'all to Trevi. Trevi is Oklahoma's hydration company that's full of flavor and electrolytes to keep you hydrated throughout the day. Whether you're tackling a wide receiver, that lingering house project, or your daily workout, you need to be hydrated. With Trevi's flavor-filled formula, you don't have to sacrifice taste for functional performance, and Trevi is giving In the Weeds viewers a 20% discount on y'all's first order when you use the code GameDayHydration at drinktrevi.com. Trevi Hydration, a fountain of flavor. Shaner and Franklin's attorneys know a thing or two about drilling, whether it's drilling running backs on the field or drilling wells in the patch. As former collegiate athletes, Shaner and Franklin bring the same discipline and grit to oil and gas law. The Franklin in Shaner and Franklin is Daniel Franklin, my teammate for 4 years at OU. D. Frank's an awesome dude, super smart. From title work to transactions, they hit hard, play smart, and don't quit until the job's done. So when the deal gets tangled in the weeds, trust Shaner and Franklin to do whatever it takes to get you in the end zone. Contact Shaner and Franklin for all of your oil and gas legal needs. All right, looking at 2 pass plays that Georgia had success with. And once again, Georgia's longest pass play of the game was 19 yards. They didn't throw it over Alabama's head. They just did some efficient things in the middle of the field and at the line of scrimmage with some screen game. I thought about putting some of the Zachariah Branch clips, and then I kind of was like, we really don't have a guy like that, so I'm just not going to pretend that we do. That dude is, I mean, his acceleration is unbelievable. But attack the middle of the field in the passing game. For whatever reason, Alabama's inside backers and those safeties, they're not in complete sync right now, especially in zone coverage. And by the middle of the field, I mean like hashes to in between the hashes. And you'll see this one right here. Just got a simple, they're only rushing 3 because why would you want to rush your best pass rusher and one of the best pass rushers in the SEC, Ted? No, let's just have Yonsei Pierre sit there and do nothing. I love that. I'm sure that makes you very happy.
The old no man's land spy.
Your favorite. Your favorite. So you see Dillon Bell, he's starting down at the bottom of the screen, right underneath the score bug there. And it's just, Lawson Lucky runs a little route to buy the hook player. Mm-hmm. You've got the back getting out and threatening the flat player, and just nice little void on the hash. And it's not overly complicated. It's not something where you go, my goodness, look at this scheme. It's just attacking the weak points that Bama has shown defensively. Ooh, okay, Dillon Bell.
Young.
Bang. I mean, that's Hubbard's a load now. That's impressive. Dillon Bell's not the biggest guy in the world, but that's when I say those wide receivers for Georgia played with physicality, boy, I mean it. Those guys, ooh. But yeah, it's nothing complicated, Ted. Now I continue to be very confused by how Alabama uses Yonsei Pierre and uses that edge spot. They drop him way too much, in my opinion. Just let the guy go rush the passer. But it's just a nice little void in the middle of the defense. And this is something that Georgia was able to attack.
Nice play. Yeah. I feel like that's where a lot of Mateer's good work is. And like those are easy throw and catches. Just work those middle areas, find the hole in the zone. That's where you've got to have good, connection between quarterback, receiver, tight end, whoever it is, being on the same page, trusting that your receiver's going to find the window to sit down and the quarterback has to put it there. And he has to, at times, put it there before you're there, right? So a lot of trust going on.
Let's take a look at one more play. And you may have noticed, like, Dillon Bell had a large impact in this game. Mm-hmm. Arguably the most impactful player in the game for Georgia's offense. And I don't see any reason why Arbuckle can't look at what Georgia did with Branch and Bell and apply that to Satania and Burks. Now I mentioned it. We don't have a guy that's got the juice that Zachariah Branch has. I'm not sure anyone else in the country does.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But the way that Georgia got those guys touches, especially on the perimeter, in the speed sweep, the screen game, the quick screen game, like I don't think there's any reason why Arbuckle can't see that and go, hey, we can do all of that with Satania and Burks. You know what I mean? But here's the last play that we're going to look at. And once again, it's just attacking the middle of the field in the passing game. And Ted, I don't think this is any more complicated than we're going to get the motion here. Zachariah Branch going in motion. Alarm bells going off, I'm sure, for the Alabama defense. But you get this look right here. And you'll see Lawson Lucky. He's just kind of clearing out. He's clearing out, running this over route. And you get Dillon Bell one-on-one with Saab, and he just beats him on a dig. Ted, I mean, it's just creating matchups and attacking the middle of the field. Georgia did a nice job of it. You see Lucky clear out the space, throw it right in behind him. Now, Saab almost undercuts it, and if that ball's not out in front, that's not an accurate ball from Gunner Stockton, Ted. Maybe he's making a play on it, but that ball is thrown out in front and absolutely on a rope. My goodness.
Yep, that's one of those where you 100% know exactly what you've got. You got a one-on-one, and again, this is trust. The wide receiver has to win. He's got to dig that out and get in front of that safety. Really good.
Just clears out the space, throw it in the void in the middle of the field. And Keelan Saab's a good player. There's no doubt about it. But if we can create this type of matchup with Burks or Satania, you have to like that matchup if you're John Mateer. Like, and that's something Mateer has to do what Gunner Stockton did in this game. Is when his go-to guys, Bell and Branch, got one-on-one matchups, he gave them opportunities to make plays. That's something that if Mateer can identify those situations better with Satania and with Burks, then these guys should be able to make plays, especially in the middle of the field.
Yep. No, I agree. I like it. I like the route concept. I like again, quarterback has to put these balls on the money. He had a really not pass protection's good pocket to throw from. Right there, he already sees it. And whenever he started the play, started with his eyes over here, just a quick little glance to just get the safety in this void moving that way, and just hammers it right down the middle.
That ball is on an absolute line.
Yep.
Gunner Stockton's got a bit of a strange throwing motion, but he can absolutely unleash it.
I like that follow through where he's kind of pointing at it. It's nice.
It's like, that's a touchdown, baby. But as far as what OU's offense can take away from Georgia's offense against Bama in the SEC championship game, two main themes. Attack the perimeter of Bama's defense in the run game and in the screen game, and then attack the middle of the field in the passing game.
Yep.
That is where Georgia had the majority of its success. Ted, that and get the ball to Zachariah Branch and let him be an absolute freak. That helps too. But I mean, this is Georgia didn't rip off a bunch of big chunk plays against this defense. It was kind of methodical and just intelligent when it came to attacking some of the weak points of what Bama does defensively.
Yeah. And if you go back to our first matchup, a lot of our better plays on offense were the same thing. Those in-breaking routes, that play action and the dig in behind it, some of that stuff in the middle of the field, got to get back to it.
We'll always remember the Jermichael Carter dig into the middle of the field. One of my favorite plays in a long time. All right. That's all we got. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like the video. Please. That'd be very helpful. Subscribe. We've got a lot of people that watch these that aren't subscribed, so just help us out and let's get our subscriber numbers up. Also, if you really like it, you can give us a super thanks down there. Other than that, we'll see you next time on In the Weeds.